Also, the chat will not be appearing on screen for this just because I don't want like I don't want the immersion to be ruined when people watch it on YouTube. So sadly, chat, you're gonna be invisible. No one will know you exist besides me. Project SR is a Doki Doki Literature Club fan mod that is not affiliated with any way with Team Self Auto. Well, it is designed to be played only after official games have been completed. The game follows Doki Literature Club, required to play this mod. It can be done for free or Steam. Do you, if you complete Doki, expect any possible spoilers contained within? Oh, okay, that's pretty fancy. I like that. I like the menu noise. Okay. Okay, I see. I'm usually greeted by cute girls. This time I'm greeted with a chair. Someone is telling me to have a seat over there. This isn't good. Oh, Boy Trooper. Thank you for the sub. The resub. Well, Zero's just this guy, you know? Yeah, I said it. Please don't kill me. Nah, I'll kill you later. Hi, Natsuki. Alright. Somebody was thinking Project Libitina. Maybe. It's giving me Libitina vibes, I'll be honest, but... I like these menu noises. I like this. S tier, just for menu noises. Ooh! Oh, Chapter 1. Monarch. Okay. Will the circle be unbroken? By and by and by. Is a better home awaiting? Is the in the sky, in the sky? This is, I'm assuming this is a song. Because it rhymed, so this is a really nice poem. 11 years ago. What happened 11 years ago? Oh. Oh, that is a name. Zakhaf. Oh, God. Zakhaf. That is a name. Let's just give him a random voice. My God. This is incredible. This is extraordinary. The middle-aged man, the middle-aged man's eyes stunned the doctor curiously, a brow raising in intrigue. Would you care to share, Doctor? You won't believe this. The girls are showing increased psychokinetic ability. Each one of them. Not just increased, but drastically increased. The doctor's quite fascinated by the results they had gotten, eyeing the clipboard and flipping through the pages rapidly. The other man's expression, however, morphed from intrigue to skepticism. So a drastic increase? What are the numbers on that? Oh wait, Natsuki told me how to say Zakayev. Zakayev? Okay, I'm gonna try Zakayev. Zakayev. Call him Dr. Zach. Dr. Zakayev looks up for the first time and there's a hint of distress and tension in his eyes. Well, they have reached 10% capacity. The man interrupts the doctor, moving towards the display window on the other side of the room. 10%? 10? That's it? After 5 years of research and experimentation, you have yielded me 10%! I must say, Doctor, I am quite unimpressed. I expected so much more. The man doesn't even face the doctor when he speaks, only looking through the window. Sir, oh wait, do I still have you muted? I do, they didn't hear you. Monica's here.
I said this looks cool! I didn't say that loud enough.
Sir, please, you must understand. These results are incredibly difficult to achieve. It is a miracle we've been able to attain them at all. These girls are only 7 years old, so it must stand to reason that their abilities will develop with age. I believe that with continued work with them, their raw power can be refined and harnessed. These results are incredible. How can you not see that? The man turns his head a bit, though not enough to look back at the doctor. It sounds as though you're questioning my judgment, Doctor. Are you? The doctor gulps and his posture relaxes from the aggressive stance he had taken earlier. Of course not, sir. I was simply stating that these results are... They're results. They are. I appreciate your hard work and dedication, Dr. Zekhev, but this is taking too long. Changes need to be made. Changes? As the doctor nervously asks, the man finally turns back around and approaches him. Yes, doctor. May I see your notes? Of course, sir. The doctor hands him the clipboard with a shaky hand. The man immediately takes it and begins to flip through the pages, analyzing each one carefully and critically. After what feels like ages, he hands the clipboard back. We're going to increase trauma exposure and mental fortitude trials. Sir, but please, these are young children. You can't... Can't? Absolutely can. You'd be wise to do as I say, doctor. He lays a hand on the doctor's lab coat-covered shoulder, cracking an intimidating half-smile as he does so. It may just save your life, my friend. For a few seconds, the man stares into the doctor's eyes with a soul-piercing gaze. When satisfied, he turns and departs the lab. The doctor, now alone, sits and removes his glasses with a sigh. His hand clasps his head and begins to run through his hair in utter frustration. Damn it all. He puts his glasses back on and gets to his feet, moving over to the display window with reluctance in his step. From the other end, he watches the four small girls eagerly interact with one another. How long can I do this? Oh damn, I thought the doctor was gonna die, so I never had to say his name ever again. Damn it, he lives!
God damn it.
Anyway, this is in the present day. Rainer. Welcome, gentlemen. We are so pleased to accept you and your extremely unique skill sets in the good graces of our complex. Our family. He says this with open arms as we all stand tall in a row. There's a smile plastered on his face, and I can't tell if it is sincere or not. I chew on my cigar for a moment before puffing the smoke. Could Lieutenant Preacher please step forward? I do as he asks and step forward. He extends his hand, and I shake it. Ah, Lieutenant, it is an honor to finally meet you. Your reputation precedes you. Thank you, sir. No thanks necessary. You and your men are precisely what this faculty needs. Facility. Why am I saying faculty? I'm sorry. I've read all your files, even the redactions. Iraq, Afghanistan, Russia, Mexico. Quite an extensive and impressive service record for a man of your age. We certainly try to live up to it, sir. I have no doubt that you will continue to do so. He looks my men and I over eagerly, as if studying us or something. Gentlemen, if you would please, follow me. He, along with a few armed personnel, turn in motion for us to follow. As a facility devoted to many things, not least of which is research on the behalf of humanity, we are a fairly isolated operation. We are independent, but the United States government is very much interested in what we're offering here, and so they were able to help us negotiate a deal with Shogun for you. I see. He leads us through a courtyard, and the Humvees that brought us here pull out and leave, off into the sea of trees beyond. The courtyard is full of rustic-looking cabins lining our path, and they look so out of place here. Rainer turns and notices me looking. They're remnants. Of what? This was a camp before we established ourselves here, but it was eventually abandoned. We refurbished the cabins for staff usage. A camp? Huh. Odd place to set up shop, but whatever. Beyond the courtyard, the primary facility looms over us like a medieval castle. It's colossal, and for a moment I find myself wondering how the hell they managed to construct this place here. Rainer leads us straight inside. Alright, gentlemen, I'll take you down to the armory where we'll get you outfitted for your duties. What exactly do our duties entail, Mr. Rainer? Oh, all in due time, Lieutenant. I have to say, I appreciate the enthusiasm, though. I begin to familiarize myself with the winding halls as he and his guards lead us past bustling staff, and I can only imagine that my men do the same. As Rainer approaches, every staff member in our way steps to the side and waits for Rainer to pass. They say nothing, but it's clear to see that Rainer's large and in charge around here. Ooh, scary. Someone said, ah! Ah! It's him! He's back! I was just about to read, someone said Summer Hope callback inbound. Won't be for a short while, but it's noticeable. So alright, I'll try to see if I can figure that out. But I found a different callback!
Are you sure it's a callback, or is it just the same?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, it might be someone else, but I mean...
I think Tommy had, like, blue eyes.
Someone said scatter! We'll see what happens. We arrive in the armory. Fairly expensive room with a caged-off section on one side and a firing range on the other. A mustached man sits behind the armory. Stands tall when he notices Raynor approaching. Raynor informs him of us and our need to be properly outfitted for our duties. The man looks us all up and down. Sure thing. Come on over, guys. He reaches behind him and takes a rifle off the rack. And when he turns around, he sees an M44 carbine. It's standard issue for special combat personnel here. This too. He reaches below the counter and comes back with a Beretta 92FS, laying it next to the M4 before going back under. He returns with mags for both weapons, along with 2 frag grenades. Load both of my assigned weapons, holstering the Beretta and shouldering the M4 before taking my frags. The man looks us over once again. I see you guys already have knives. Vests look good too. We'll get you guys some new fatigues though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Bless you. I stand aside and let my men get equipped through the same process. Say, what unit you guys with? Rangers? Green Berets? Horsemen Special Tactics and Assault. 3rd Division. The man's face immediately contorts into confusion. Horsemen? Never heard of them. Guys must be some real cloak and dagger types. From behind me, I hear Raynor let out a hearty laugh. Most people don't know they exist, Isaac. There's good reason for that. He wasn't wrong. Matter of fact, this is Raynor. Matter of fact, gentlemen, I'm curious to see your skills for myself. Care to do a bit of target practice? He gestures to the firing range, where I see several targets waiting to pop up. Sure thing, sir. Who's Sandman? There's so many different characters. This guy sounds like he's like a rough type, so I'm gonna go, well, boss, it's up to bat. Well, boss is up to bat. Step up to bat, I do. With a name like Sandman, he sounds like he'd be my, he sounds like he'd be my muscle. Ready, Lieutenant? Always. Isaac, on 3. Get those targets up. Yes, Mr. Raynor. 1. I feel my heart begin to beat in my ears. Hard drum pounding rhythmically. 2. Slows even more, down to a crawl. 3. As soon as he utters the distorted sounding command, the targets begin to fling outward. I'm quicker than them though, and I draw my Beretta, click the safety off, cock it, and nail all 5 with precision in only a few seconds. Ah, my eye! I click the safety back on, holster my sidearm, and time returns to normal. My God. Bravo, Lieutenant! He says this with awe in his tone as I turn to face him, and I notice my men are smirking. So, the stories are true. Horsemen are truly a force to be reckoned with. We like to think so. What was that? How did you do that? I've never seen anyone. I mean anyone nail 5 targets that fast. Training. It's all in the training. He scoffs at this. Yeah, right. Well, it certainly was quite a show. Isaac, could you get these men outfitted for their fatigues? Of course, sir. Fellas, if you want to come on over here. Once we got measured up, Isaac informed us that we have several sets of fatigues set to our quarters. Raynor, satisfied, leads us towards a briefing room to continue our induction. Diablo, wait, is this actually Fruits? No, it's not Fruits, Diablo. This is a different mod. My, I had no doubt that you were capable of extreme feats. Not having that demonstrated to me firsthand. Oh, but having that demonstrated to me firsthand, it was something. Well, down to business. After some consulting with my head of security, we've made some decisions regarding your assignment. For the first couple of weeks here, we're most likely going to have you policing the facility and going out on patrols around the perimeter, simply for the sake of familiarizing you with the grounds. As isolated as we are, the possibility of outsiders making their way up here and trespassing cannot be taken lightly. The last thing we need are some tourists, snooping. Tourists, not terrorists. They're terrorist tourists. They're dangerous. Snooping around where they aren't supposed to. What about after that, sir? Ah, yes. So your occupation as members of a clandestine counterterrorism unit places you as a special combat personnel here in our facility. Because of this, both I and the head of security are in agreement that you're best suited to working on Project Libitina, a special security and containment detail. Project Libitina? Yes, one of our more ambitious projects. Highly classified. Now, if you're saying this, I must reinforce the fact that you're not to speak of it with anybody who is not part of the project. I mean this very strictly. Are we clear? Crystal, we're no strangers to secrecy, sir. Good answer. Chances are we'll have most of you posted down there when you're adjusted. One or two of you might be chosen to lead a patrol every now and then. You're allowed to be armed at all times, so keep your rifle and or sidearm at